Good evening, welcome to Willowbrook Apiaries. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to hive a swarm from a nucleus swarm box over into regular hive body. Got a few branches here that I've taken from the bushes behind me, and I'm just going to set these in front of the entrance so that the bees have a hard time getting in and out. And what this is going to do is it's going to cause the bees to fly out of the hive and reorient themselves to this hive. When they first come out, they're gonna fly around through the bush branches that I've got here, and they will learn where this hive location is. Now, these hives, this swarm, came from a gentleman by the name of Bill Welch. Called the swarm hotline this morning and told me that he had one inside a nucleus box already and two more hive swarms up in a tree. So I walked him through some tips for preventing his hives from continuing to swarm to the point where they die, and in return he held this box for me till I could get out of work and come pick them up. So what I've done is, on the entrance of the hive over here, while transporting them, I put a little marshmallow in the entrance to keep the bees inside the box while I'm moving them. Marshmallow is made out of sugar, it's easily chewed through, makes a great temporary plug to keep the bees where you want them.
I didn't realize that was a marshmallow. I thought it was a cotton ball.
Because it's a swarm, they're fairly docile. It did swarm earlier today, and when he put them in here, he put them in with some drawn comb. So this is my first time getting a look inside the box to see what exactly we're working with, and there's a lot of bees here, so that makes me happy. I did set my hive tool down over here and need that. But what we're gonna do is remove the frames from over here and then try to gently shake the bees in to their new location. I don't know where the queen is in this hive at all. She could be anywhere in here. He did say that there's some supplies in here, some pollen and honey. So we're going to start with an outside frame. The gentleman wants his frames back, so I can't just take the easy way, which would be to take his frames and set them in my box and then give him new frames. Beekeepers don't like to do that because you don't know if you're getting diseased frames. And who wants diseased frames?
I could see how that's the wrong size.
This is an excellent example of different size bee equipment from my last video too. I talked about having all medium frames. Well, this is called a deep frame, and you can see the size difference between a medium and a deep there. So this frame eventually is going into this box, but right now we're just going to brush some of these bees off into their new home.
I like how you said gently.
We're going to give a gentle shake like that, just a short, quick shake.
I recall you having a bee brush.
They don't really like the bee brush. It agitates them quite a bit. I'm going to set this down here as a ramp to let them walk up it into their new location here. And really the key to this video, the key to this process is trying to locate the queen as quickly as possible and get her in the hive. Once the queen is in the new hive, they're all going in the new hive. So each frame, I'm just going to take a quick look at it. We've got a frame of nectar here, so the queen is not likely to be here. But bees don't always do what we think they should or will. So I am going to take a close look at both sides of this frame. Careful to keep the frame over the hive as much as possible. I'm going to give it that quick, hard shake.
They're raining from the sky.
Gonna set the ramp down here for them to climb up to and into their hive. Repeat the process again. There are drones in this swarm, so that's good. They brought some of the reproducers along. Typically a swarm will be a lot of young bees ready to make wax.
Behind your
Sky's
ears.
getting dark, so we don't have a ton of time for this. Just trying to do a quick look to see if I've got the queen on here, because I will definitely treat that frame a little bit more gently if the queen is on it. A lot of bees already putting their heads in the cells and bringing out the nectar that they brought with them. Got most of them off that one. This gentleman stated that he's already given away 2 swarms earlier this year. He gave away 2 this morning, and then this one. So he's 5 swarms this year off 4 hives. It shows you how hard it is to change a bee's mind when they have the urge to swarm. Now the other thing that's going to make this hard is because I don't know if they're all from one hive, but one of the hives is swarmed at least twice. So I don't know if I'm looking for a mated queen or a virgin queen. And a virgin queen is a lot harder to spot than a mated queen.